Family, we return.
What is going on, y'all? It's no third party nation report.
Yes.
We are here. It's been a while. We ain't did a real video in a minute. We've been doing, the shorts and everything.
Right.
We're gonna continue to keep doing the shorts.
We will.
But, you know what I'm saying? But let's get to the topic.
And this is Urban Teen. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about just pretty much disciplining your kids. Pretty much there's a video on social media going on, if y'all didn't see it, that a dad is pretty much he disciplined his daughter by tapping her back because she was actually twerking.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of backlash. I mean, Wildstorm fire.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be doing that. He should hit his. If you see the video, it was a light tap. Mm-hmm. He didn't punch it over there. It was like, stop doing that, and then he just walked off. Mm-hmm. So I think it was a couple reasons, because we're not supposed to, as black men too, I think that's mixed. You're not supposed to be head of your household control thing, and people like the wildness of it. Like, oh, she's twerking, she's having fun, but we know a little girl should be twerking. She ain't 14, 15. She was literally like this, bro. She was probably like, what was that, like 5 years old. So that's been blowing up. And he did. And to me, it was needed for him to discipline her. Yeah. Because I know I would have. My daughter's not gonna be doing that type of stuff at that age. Really, I don't want to do it at all. But at that age, that young, doing stuff like that, to even know, to me, it's scary, because she was for her to know about that, doing it. But of course, we know probably the moms, probably TV.
It's on TV, a lot of social media, because like I said, a lot of social media too. Like TV, people don't watch TV barely no more.
Right.
A lot of it's YouTube and all that stuff. We on YouTube, shout out. But even still, like, it's a lot of different social media. TikTok, they show all that stuff constantly. It's a constant. So of course she's gonna know about all this stuff.
Right.
And go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Professor, if I forget, and I think it needs to be a counterbalance. And the counterbalance is discipline. And him disciplining his daughter was, to me, it was just like, it was needed, and it's something that's absent in today's time with kids, especially with kids her age.
Yeah.
Because we want to be nice and give them everything and do stuff like that, but they need to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Not beaten, not punched and pulverized and stuff like that, but just like, hey, stop, no, stop. And it was so refreshing for me to see that video, because to me, that showed he cares. Again, not beating. He disciplined his daughter because he don't want her to go down a certain way. And when she get older, she gonna realize that. When she become like 25, 30, she's like, yeah, he did. I'm telling you, that's not a bad thing, guys. This social media and all this stuff is teaching us like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should have no fun. No, and that's where we at now. That's why we in the mix of all this chaos. And I'm glad he did that. And now if he would have, I'll say this last thing. Now, if he would have went too far, grabbed and run, like we see people that do too much, then I would have been against it. I was like, nah, you have to do all that.
Now you see, you talking about that. It's funny, because an article that I found was the one where grandparents were beating their 5-year-old grandchild.
Yeah.
And they killed her.
They killed her.
Overly. You know what I'm saying? Discipline. Right. And that's another issue too, where you got, I know some grandparents in that generation, they think it has to be done, and they really don't. That's abuse. You know what I'm saying? And it's a really fine line between that.
It's a fine line, and in today's time, they trying to teach you shouldn't discipline at all. I'm against that. You should discipline, but they went too far.
Yeah.
We older, so we came from the top. We came from the era where we had to go get our own switches from the tree.
Yeah, branch. My mom is definitely too.
My family was crazy. I'm pretty sure he got some members of the family. We switch cords. I mean, they just beat you, and it wasn't, to me, that was past discipline. It was like it was abuse. And they had to try.
They thought it was normal. That was a normal thing. Oh, we just beat the kids, etc. And I understand at one point, because back in that, they had to do that at one point, because during slavery times, the master would have did way worse.
Yeah.
So I'm going back and forth.
Yeah, true.
So a lot of times you had to tell your kids, like, yo, you get out of line, you can end up dead. So they had to do that to an extent. But of course, went through the generations, kept passing it down until it got to the point where it's unnecessary.
Generational curse.
And the people went too far, or their own issues, because we all have some,
issue.
You know what I'm saying? I did an episode on epigenetics.
Yeah.
So that stuff does be in your DNA.
Yeah.
It does. It's a fact. So that stuff can happen, and when it ends up, it's just being abused.
Yeah.
We was talking about we keep on going off different subjects. Not interesting. What was the boxing guy?
Was it Crawford?
Crawford?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. Like, his mom used to pay kids to come to the house and fight him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, yeah, he tough boxer, yeah, he a champion. But that, if somebody look at that little, that's a little off.
It's abuse.
Like, don't front, that's a little off. What parent want their kids to go through something like that? And there was more to the story with her too. Like, it's funny because she was like, I don't like no hugs, I don't like love. And she was saying crazy stuff. I don't like hugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once you look at her story, you can tell something's off with her. And even he trying to explain it, he trying to make it, she trying to sugarcoat it a little bit.
She did,
like
that's
good, mom. That's my mama. I love her. She got her ways. You know how people say stuff like that? Hey, she got her ways, you know. I'm like, dude, like, come on, man.
Yeah, but we should stay in our ways.
Yeah, exactly.
My family got ways too, and that destroys everything.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna reveal them ways eventually, but because somebody's stuck in a way don't mean
there's no better way.
Yeah, in a better way. There's a lot of better ways, and I'm gonna jump the gun and say, well, as black people, we sometimes, like you said, with the trauma,
the
slavery, and all that stuff, we got a gunk of stuff that's still on us that we gotta get rid of.
Take it and just
from that timeline to just add on, having people fight each other. I used to thought that was normal, being young, because that's all we seen. We seen chaos stuff like that, like fight the time, and if you don't come back, if you don't win the war, go back and beat the whole family. That's stuff that we as blacks had to deal with, that type of stuff growing up. And I thought it was normal until I got older. I'm like, it's not normal. And that's why some of us got issues. We can't function. And that's why dudes is this old with trauma issues and blanking out. Some people commit suicide. Some people hurt people, hurting the next generation. That's why we need to heal, and we need to help people heal. And to me, that's the way to you break generational curse and stuff like that.
To heal, you need to understand.
Right.
That's the first thing you got to do.
Identify the problem.
Identifying the issues and what's wrong. Because a lot of it, like I said, we think a lot of this stuff is normal.
It's normal.
Going outside, get the switch. My mom crying. I'm making a little joke. It's too intense. But, me out there, like, oh, wow. I'm trying to pick which.
You trying to pick the smallest.
I'm thinking the smallest one would be the one that's easier.
It's the worst.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm out there and I'm thinking like this is some messed up crap, but it's the truth. Like that is not right. You're getting a stick to beat. I'm getting a stick. I'm not forcing you to get a stick to beat my own self with. That's some torture, mentally and physically. So like I said, I love my mama to death. She, but like I said, that's that old stigma, that old stuff back in the day that people are used to. That they think, okay, it's okay. I got beat. You get beat. We all, even when kids get beat, even when kids get beat in public, we laugh. Like, I know you have. So like I said, it's a normal thing, but like I said, it's not really normal because kids will be kids growing up in a certain age. They going to take certain things and it's going to affect them at an early age. So that them childhood, them kid days, that's going to really affect certain things. And anything that happens to them is going to really affect them when they get older. And you got to understand, it could go way down the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get bound from 40s to 50s, and they might have a family, then all of a sudden the dad just flip out, kill everybody, or just anything. I mean, that was extreme, but it does happen.
And I want to tie this back into this, and maybe that's probably what happened to the grandpa. The granddad that Because I watched the video, I did a short on it, by the way. Go check out Third Party Nation report, like, share, and subscribe. I want to add it, but we did a short on it, and we talked about it. So it's I don't know, man. It's all like, you can tell he had trauma.
Yeah, he 62. Clint Elwood. Clint Elwood.
I was like Eastwood.
Like even his family. But Kanye said you don't know what, and even like I said, because he's at that age. So he is at that age where that was happening. And we know a lot of the older generation dealt with things.
Right.
So even him wasn't right to the point where he lost it.
I seen that little girl. I seen a video.
No reason.
That daughter didn't deserve
nothing.
And on top of the mom said she was good. And I know a lot of people probably be like, oh, they said they good, but that was a small little girl. Don't need to be beaten.
Yeah.
And if you read the other part, he said something about they called 911.
Yeah.
And he told them like, I was beating her. Even how he said it.
And like it was okay.
You could tell his mind was like who says that? Like I was beating. He didn't say discipline.
Yeah.
She was being bad. Like, I was beating her. And it said he called 911. That's pretty much the 911 report.
Yeah.
He said that. So you could tell. That's what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to the word. and then he was off.
Even for the girlfriend, 'cause I don't think the other lady was the one that she was with wasn't married.
Okay.
So I think so. Yeah. Lisa Jones, 57. So she should have went in and said something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She going down with him.
So I remember there was a story. Forgive me, my family. I know you're gonna be mad at me, but I remember my
Be mad at him, not
yeah. My sister tried to sneak in a boy. It's back in the day. It's back when we was young. We had the same bedroom and everything. So she tried to sneak in a boy. My dad busted the door. Like, what the? What? Like that's. So the dude just ran out.
Okay.
Dude just ran. Yeah, he ain't high. He just ran. I was trying to my dad didn't hit him up. But he was so furious at my sister that he was beating her. My mom went in and tried to stop him. Like, come on, she actually had to say it. She's a female. She stop. But my dad was so furious with that he couldn't handle himself.
Now, at the time when you told me this a while ago, I said I would have done that.
Yeah.
And I had to rethink.
Yeah.
You know, because it was a lot of things. He's from that generation.
Yeah.
He's a father. He don't want his daughter to be like that. So you getting a dose of all emotion at once. You trying to protect your daughter, and she got to do it. So
But I was saying, the problem was she wasn't there for her the grandchild. See, that's when you gotta step in. That feminine side gotta come in.
True.
And be like,
true.
Because the man, Now, I'm not gonna make this a toxic masculinity crap. No. Because it's dealing with toxic things and mental issues. Ain't no masculinity, because masculinity protects.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's a whole other subject. But
I'm glad. I'm gonna add on to what you were saying. I like how you said that. The feminine side was your mom.
Yeah, the masculine side was my dad.
It was your dad, and she had to come and be like, chill.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they said we both.
That's why you need both sides.
You need both sides. The women and the man.
I preach balance.
Yeah.
And I said,
ain't no boss. I'm the boss chick. I'm not by myself. And then it would be one way.
That's how it always is. We constantly think. I know we going off on a rant or everything.
Yeah.
But we constantly
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Go.
But we constantly think it's feminine. I said feminine. Oh, that's feminine.
I'm gonna make it out of that.
So anyway, we always think if we need one or the other. No, we need both. We always need both.
The woman's just as important as the man.
Just as important.
Yeah.
Not one behind.
Yeah.
Not the man behind.
So side by side.
Side by side. Always. But anyway, so he was so upset that he got into that and started beating her. But my mom went in there and had to bring him, calm him down, and let him know, like, yo, this is going too far. I know you're upset because it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
You know, like I said, because men are still human.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we always pretend like, men are emotional. No, we still have emotion.
Yeah.
And things hurt us too just as much. And seeing his daughter in that way, I'm laying in the bed, and that nigga bring it back. I'm laying in the bed on the side. I'm like, this nigga, he talking stuff like, yeah, girl. I'm sitting there like, this guy corny as heck. This baby I was younger.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy corny as heck. But, dealing with that kind of stuff, because that wasn't right. And even I'm in there as a child. Right. So think about it that way. So of course he gonna be furious.
Also, I want to add on before I forget, us men is told that we should hide our feelings for the longest time. I think beginning of the time they always say men should act on emotion and stuff like that. And I also think when you tell men that, men hide their stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So like a tea cuddle.
Yeah.
So when that stuff like that happened with your sister, that lid just he probably already had some other stuff going on. So and it's just boom. So maybe if you would have I'm not saying baby, I'm feeling good today. We're not talking about that.
But we all had to talk. Men had to talk. We all had to talk about issues. We all had to talk. I want to preach like therapy and all that, but we need people to communicate and talk about things that happen in our lives. All of us.
Yeah, all of us.
We're always going through a lot.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? We there to protect and all that kind of stuff, but we also need somebody to just listen some days.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bring it back home. But
roll it back in, right? Put the fish.
The abuse thing. Yeah. We have to really analyze and see what really is it really right hidden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be other ways of disciplining.
Yeah.
And that to me, I think beating kids. I think that's not right. That's
I do. Now I'm not fully against it. No. The beat, I'm against beat. I'm talking about like a slap or hitting on the butt or something like that. Yes, because if your kid acts up, because you still need to let.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you out, you're like, stop, Matthew, sit down, Matthew. You know, so you're gonna be like, you know, I won't try me. I don't think it's cool that people even these days, so I'm gonna be like, get in front of everybody. I'm gonna try to be like, come here, trying to take them out, get embarrassment too.
It's worse now. Now they're filming.
They're filming it
and then putting it on social media. Like, you shouldn't be filming your kids. You disciplining your kids, man. Right. That's another form of abuse. We keep thinking that just abuse is regular physical. No, there's mental abuse too. So we had to start thinking more of that. You're physically and mentally abusing people now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of videos where the parents, they filmed the girl might have been sleeping with another teenage boy.
Yeah,
they busted in the room, like, I caught you. Like, it's out of pocket.
Hey guys, that stay on the internet forever. So you would destroy. You would do
from 16 all the way up to 50 is gonna be there.
You not that and their next generation.
They had kids. And their kids.
Dude, imagine you be like, I gotta bring up my mom's situation. Yeah. My mom did what she did. Her grandma. Could you imagine if they had social media back then, and they gonna reference all that? Woo. I mean, just hearing the stories got me in the place. I think I talked to you about it before. It was a woman that came out and said that she's a OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Her son goes to school and had to fight almost every day.
Yeah.
Because dudes were like, I seen your mom, man, she busted it open. She
$199.
She chewing. $4.99 a month or something. Then she chewing on it pretty good, and she said she's trying to feel bad, and that's just the beginning of it. That's why I tell people, you gotta think. They all in this like, it's my life. I'm doing what? Okay. Kiki Palmer, the kids. When that kid get 18,
doing all this now. But I'm
glad I came in my era. Sometimes I wish I was a later era, but at least we avoided some of that was avoided our time.
Yeah.
I mean, we still had what's the name? Twerk Fest. I'm not Twerk Fest.
It still was always some crazy debauch, but still, every generation has that. But it's the fact that now is the social media era and videotape era. So anything you do, you eat a sandwich, you get caught on video somehow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll be embarrassed. You can see me eating a sandwich. I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. But get back to the topic again, man. But just really think about how you discipline your kids nowadays, man. And we've seen the worst. We've seen people who don't, and the kids got a hand. So like I said, there's always other ways.
Yeah, I want to add on. That's why I used to know a guy. I don't say his name. I used to know a guy. And he said something very interesting to me. He said he wanted to raise his kids a different way. He said his grandma brought him up a certain way in that old formula. And he told me she overbeat him. She used to throw his video game stuff at his head and use her anger when something don't go right against him. So when she got older, it created a friction. Yeah, I remember I think she had some of that roughness. Yeah, I remember he told me when he was 14, he had to walk down like 8 miles to McDonald's to work. She wouldn't pick him up. So he told me that. So I don't know how much it was. What's it? But I'm pretty sure it does happen to certain kids. Yeah. So when that's why he dissed it later on. But the whole point I'm trying to say, sometimes we can do that and turn our kids enemy against us. Now with me, my grandma, I had some of that. I didn't do nothing bad to her, nothing like that, but how she brought me up, it was abuse. Now I understand it.
Yeah.
And no. It was mental abuse, physical when I was young. But when she turned, you're a big nigga. You ain't much an old lady can do to you. Yeah, but it was more mental and what's the name? And now I understand the mental is worse. Mental abuse is worse. That's staying with you.
You can heal.
You can heal. Your butt, your eye gonna be unswollen again, but you gonna always have that. Yeah. That trauma, triggers, glitches. When you get around people. Yeah. So that's not love, and that's how you can damage your kids more by overbeating and excessive abuse. I just think I know what I want to do. I'm gonna try to take a class and learn different things and see different ways to say things and or take away. It's different ways of discipline. You could actually, which people know, you can take away the video games. Or one week of this, 1 week of you gonna have to clean the yard.
I understand. I understand the life itself is rough. It's hard.
Very.
And there's certain things we can't get out of, and certain things we gotta deal with. Right. But you always have to think about, I gotta be better than the next generation. It's time.
Because if we don't make that change, or some Michael Jackson stuff. I was off tone. But if we don't make the change, it's like you were saying that your parents had a certain way. Your grandparents, my grandma, they don't want to give away the land and the house to next generation. Other people do it all the time. as somebody said, "Mario died with me." So we gotta rebuild from the ground up. So we gonna teach our generation, like, nah, this is not, that stuff don't work. That's why we die broke, miserable, and stuff like that.
They figure out a way to get out. Yeah, it's always they figure one way to get like,
and they don't understand when you have kids, your life goes on the back burner. They don't understand that. And they kind of like these social media people. I'm gonna go ahead my fun tonight while your kid home.
See, the thing is,
with some random person, probably hopefully not getting abused. Cause I always go back to being disciplined, abused, and all that. And they worry about themselves. Like, your kids come first.
The kid didn't come in this world on their own. Like, yeah, I'm here. The kid came in this world because of y'all.
And it's your fault for picking the wrong partner also.
Exactly. So then you expect the kid to do all these things, or
my kid gonna take care of me when I get older.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All this is connected. So you see all the strings. All the strings is connected to all this.
Yeah.
With this discipline, all that. Remember, I just said, like, discipline in a certain way over being. Yeah. Your kid's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna wheel them to the nursing home and dump them all. All that's connected. Breaking family curses, all that. Because generation curses is for us as blacks to overbeat, mentally abuse, and to keep that stuff going. We gotta stop this stuff.
Yeah.
If we want to be more functional and happy and healthy. We're not healthy right now.
Yeah.
We wear that as a badge of honor. Even that Crawford dude trying to protect his mom. But she did what she did, man. Okay, she got you.
He still need that. He still love her.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's a good man.
There's a lot out there. Is good people, good men, good women, and no matter what. But we continue to keep attaching ourselves to people who are toxic. And sometimes we gotta literally snap that. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting right with me and how you gotta separate.
Michael Jackson.
Same thing. Yes, he's a great dancer, great musician, great singer. All that.
Not one, the best.
The dad pushed him and the sons to be great, but there was other things that was going on. The weirdness, all that other stuff. Because of the father doing that kind of stuff.
And then people were like, well, he became Michael Jackson, but I challenge you on that. Could he still come Michael Jackson if he would have altered a couple of different things? By changing the beat in and by other forms of discipline?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only way he knew.
That's the only way he knew.
So yeah,
he affected Michael Jackson in a certain way where
he still could have gave him love and other things.
He wanted to be a kid for a long time.
But the problem was, I don't know why we got Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
The problem was
it's all discipline.
Well, the problem was with that is that because he wanted to be famous, he wanted to have money.
The dad.
He was forcing, he was the kids to be the money makers.
Yeah.
And going, I'm gonna hold that on for the next episode.
But he was pretty much being selfish. And yes, Michael Jackson is the best. His family is very talented, but look at everything he had his issues.
He had no childhood.
And he tried to get his childhood later on. And
so that's something to play. You got the 50s and 60s trying to be a child.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because you should have your childhood right when it was meant to be. And that's what it is. I got nothing to say. Anything else?
The finishing words, I just want to say, just be careful with discipline, man. Just overbeat like the guy, the Elwood guy. Yeah. The overbeat. See, that's going too far.
Yeah.
That's going too far. Mm-hmm. It's other, like I said, we get stressed out. We gotta find other healthy ways to discipline. There's a lot of ways. You can take your laptops, their computers, their phones away. What's the name? We gotta be more
other ways. More
your kids is an extension of you. We gotta treat them a lot better. They are our future. They're your future. They are part of. That comes from you to continue your legacy. I understand that now.
Yeah.
They're your legacy. And if you want to be somebody and be, what you came here to be, what you're supposed to. Now let's be real.
Like a hype man.
Not everybody gonna make it.
Yeah. Nope.
Not everybody gonna make it.
Nope.
We gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it.
The people in my small circle that I love and what's saying is gonna make it because we all on that page to do that. Now I hope you guys do that. Now be careful with discipline and I'll say just love.
All right.
Love, respect.
Love.
Like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we love you.
Third party, we are out of here.
Next time.